Here you can see the beautiful view from a restaurant at the top of one of Haiti's mountains. You may not notice the storm cloud glooming overhead, but we definitely did. And I most certainly did not know where to go. The local cuisine and unexpected rainstorm made it quite a fun end to our first day. The next day we headed out to Croix de Bouquet, and signs of the previous night's rainstorm were everywhere. Most of the streets were flooded and debris was all over the place. Even though the roads were in this condition, there were people walking in the mud without hesitation. It goes to show how privileged we are just to have paved roads in the US. After shopping around the metal market, we headed to look at more touristy sites. Here's a statue of Toussaint Louverture, who is a leader of the Haitian Revolution. Our tour guide Serge explained that each side represented something Louverture wanted to improve. This includes economy, education, and power. On Haiti's Labor Day, we made our way over to Papillon, which means butterfly in French. The company was established to help women in the area earn enough money to afford to keep and take care of their children. They even have a separate building where the women can drop off their kids while they are at work, similar to a daycare center. I was placed in the Maternelle 1 class on our first day at Institut Montfort. The class consisted of only 4 students, Narlene, Christy, Ronald, and Donnie. The students in this class were learning basic French, such as woman, eat, and jump. This means I got to learn along with them and teach them how to sign these words. After a long day at Institut Montfort, we moved into Villa Mamica, our new hotel for the week. Before heading to bed, we were able to share conversation and mangoes with the owner of the hotel. The mangoes were delicious but left stringy pieces in our teeth, but Auntie Caitlin came to the rescue with some floss for us. Even though this class was 3rd grade, the students ranged in age from 11 to 18 years old. The class was taught by Madame Adeline Felice, who I was able to practice my poor French with. Adeline grew more comfortable with me and even used me as an example during her lesson on adjectives. The students all said and signed Sierra est belle. As the reckless students that we are, we had to make sure we broke a few of Doreen's rules. These adorable puppies were recently born and living under one of the school's back buildings. Don't worry, Mommy Jen and Aunt Caitlin. I promise we put hand sanitizer on afterwards. Well, at least I think we did. Every day at Institut Montfort, we were served an amazing lunch with several different options. I was skeptical of some of the foods, but I made sure to step out of my comfort zone and try everything. The food was absolutely amazing, but it was really hard to eat while the kids only had rice and sauce for the day. During our week at Institut Montfort, we were able to tour the farm and dorms behind the school. Our tour even came with some free gifts. The head nun gave us each a coconut so we could drink and eat it. She also gathered up some of the mangoes for us to take back to our hotel with us. These gorgeous and super smart girls are from the 2nd grade class I was in. This was supposed to be a group picture with me in it, but they got a little bit excited. I'm not sure why, but they were always extremely excited to feel my hair and skin. I never quite got used to them petting me, but these girls were absolute sweethearts. Beach day! A relaxing beach day was just what we needed after a long week of putting our teacher skills to the test. We were all very quick to adventure across the rocky shore and jump into the crystal clear water. We also quickly made friends with Linda, the bartender. Before starting our week at Haiti Deaf Academy in Lévesque, we spent Sunday morning at the Deaf Church. We were able to meet a few of the kids we would be working with the following week. Our group also got to visit the children's home where most of the kids live. In addition to seeing the children's rooms, we got to purchase some of their handmade items. For 3 out of the 5 days we were at Haiti Deaf Academy, I worked with the 2nd grade class. Their teacher didn't show up on any of these days, so I was able to treat them like my own students. They were such a well-behaved group of kids that I actually enjoyed keeping them focused and teaching them all day. This was one of the many family sunsets, and it even became somewhat of a routine to meet on the beach before dinner to watch the sun go down. During this family time, we would all get caught up on each other's days and take advantage of the free smoothies at the bar. We each had to do a formal lesson with a lesson plan and everything. I had never even considered becoming a deaf educator before coming on this trip, so this was all very new to me. The students loved using the subtraction ball, but I had to alter my lesson. I've never realized how much work it was to actually be a teacher. This K1 class was filled with some of the smartest little kids I've ever met. As we reviewed their wild animal signs, I noticed they were just remembering the order of the signs and not the actual sign. I decided to switch up the order I would point to each animal so they would have to think about what the sign was for that animal. It was cool to watch them stop and think before signing. This trip allowed me to bond with students like I never imagined I would. This little girl belonged to my second grade class, and she was such a huge help. She offered me workbooks they used in the class and even helped me keep the class in line. If I could have packed her in my suitcase and brought her home with me, I would have. After putting off kayaking for the entire week, Jess and I finally got our 30 minutes of kayaking time. When we came back to Wahoo Bay, our little family took over the water trampoline. We all tried not to fall as the trampoline moved all around with each bounce. We even got Jafar to hang out with us on the beach. I enjoyed every moment on this trip, and I wouldn't change a thing. It was so great to meet some amazing locals and gain some quality Osprey friends. Thank you, Mommy Jen and Aunt Caitlin, for all of the planning that went into making this trip possible. This has been Haiti Through My Eyes.